Indeed, Sebastian. Welcome here, ladies and gentlemen, back to Ghantoot Racing and Polo Club for our second match this afternoon on the first day of play in the Emirates Polo Open. And it is, the match now is Ghantoot versus BANGASH. For BANGASH, we have Ryan Ajaji stepping in here for Hyder BANGASH. At number 2 is Freddy von Potowski. At 3 is going to be Facundo Kelly. And Nico Corti Moderna at the back door. Shirts. And what live here now, we have Yusuf Bin Dismal playing for Ghantoot. They'll be playing in the white shirts here this afternoon by the looks of things. So have a good little shot there on the field. On screen at the moment of Facu Kelly and Nico Corti Moderna. So as I said, for the BANGASH team, we'll just see it on the lineup here now with Polo Line. Playing at number 1 is Ryan Alajaji. Playing number 2, Freddy von Potowski, familiar with BANGASH, Facu Kelly. And of course, joining them here this season again is Nicolas Corti Moderna. Should be a very good, strong team, that indeed. Always very competitive, and we have the Ghantoot, the home team here for this afternoon, playing in the white shirts, playing at number 1, Yusuf Bin Dismal on 1 goal. Also on 1 goal, dare I say it, is Nasser Al-Shamsi. At number 3, Kian Hall, and at the back door, welcoming back here once again, Kaku Araja. That is Marcos Araja on 7 goals. And the umpires out there on the field for this match again will be Nicolas Coscini and Cesar Esquinazu, and myself, Adam Snowden, as 3rd man. And of course, if you want to get in touch with us, please do so. We'd like to give a couple of shout outs if we can, and follow us on all the social media options that we have there on Polo Line OK for Instagram, Facebook, Polo Line Int, and of course on Twitter at Polo Line. So ladies and gentlemen, let's hear where you're from, see where you are. We'll see if we can give you a bit of a shout out here this afternoon. And of course, our next day of play, we look forward to seeing you again tuning in on Friday for our next 2 matches here at Ghantoot. Another great drone shot of the players, the umpires just mounting up and coming out onto the field. This time, quick change of shirts in their lime green. Very distinguishable indeed. So there will be 3 rounds of matches before we have the finals, which is Friday week, which is the 30th of December. So we have today, we have Friday, we have Monday the 27th, and then the finals will be on the following Thursday, I apologise, that is on the 30th. And of course, we should have half a goal, I believe. Half a goal to BANGASH, which will go up in the board momentarily. So, ladies and gentlemen, we just had a slight delay there for the clarity of the ruling with regard to allowed to have the -1 to play. And in the 12 goal here now, we have the -1 and the -1 giving the half a goal start to BANGASH. So 2 teams lining up here now on the umpires. And currently as they're standing, we have Ghantoot in the white shirts heading towards Abu Dhabi, and the green shirts of BANGASH heading back towards Dubai, where they're based, of course, up there at Dubai Polo Equestrian Club. The team of Hyder BANGASH, who I hope is able to watch here this afternoon, is okay. So it looks like they're going to line up as they were. The umpire just looking for a vague resemblance of a gap to get this ball bowled into play. Into play it is. And first coming away with this one here is Yusuf. Yusuf picks up his ball, gets called off it here now by Kian. Kian straightens himself up, but it's going to be Corti just to turn around and just keep a little bit of an eye on him here. Flicks it up forward a little bit further. There this time does Kaku. Kaku drills that ball up forward. He's changed his helmet this year from a black helmet to a grey helmet, and he sends that ball forward, and it looks like he's just got a little bit too much on that one there, and out wide over the back line it goes. So the ball will be placed here on the back line for BANGASH to bring back into play. So bringing the ball in here now is Moderna. Just playing got a little bit sideways on him, but he decides to take the driving shot, sends it up. Kian there waiting for him, but he sends it up forward out towards the boards. Coming onto it, it is going to be Fede von Potowski keeps that one in play, looking to come with the backhand. The backhand couldn't quite get the backhand he was looking for. Pouncing on that one quickly there for BANGASH is Corti. Corti drills that one up further forward, trying to get that one up there. Ryan looking for the play, just lost sight of it slightly. In comes the near side backhand there by Bindismal. Bindismal's backhand intercepted here by Corti Moderna. He gets half hooked off out of it, managed to keep this ball moving forward, gets through the next play and drills this one forward, and through it is for Corti Moderna. There it is. Nico putting the first score on the board there for BANGASH, taking the score. 1.5 it is now to BANGASH. He managed to work well, got through the two of the players there. Very strong play there by Nico. And finishing it off well. So 2 teams lining up. Umpire just looking to see if they can get them on the same sides, or the correct side they should be. A little bit of discombobulation, a bit of a mess in there, and then goes the ball, gets a bit of it there, does Aji, keeps away with it here now, does Fede. Fede goes under the net, good driving shot by Fede, not quite the angle he was looking for. Kaku trying to come onto it, but quickly onto it is Moderna, but he gets a little bit too straight on that one there, and out over the back line it goes. So good attack here by BANGASH in chukker number 1 here in our second match of the Emirates Polo Championship International 2021, a 12-goal tournament here at Ghantoot Racing and Polo Club. Players called for Kaku to bring this ball back into play. Kaku Raja, under the neck he comes, drills this one up here now for Kian, and comes off the pony unkindly there, and having to go back to pick this one up. Gets the pressure on him there by Kelly. Facundo Kelly. Kelly looks to try and put the pressure on him. He managed to take this away, but just pushes him far enough, but it is now going to be Fede. Slips in there, takes the play away from him. Frustrating Facundo Kelly's attack on that one there. Facu just having to yield off it. Fede comes in, drills that one forward in towards the goal. Towards the goal he goes by himself, but just wide to the right it is. Going for these long distance shots in this first matches of this tournament. So Kaku once again brings it back in for Ghantoot. Looks to see what his options are. He has Kinham running one way, then he goes open, then he comes blind again, but this time he sends it up. It gets half cut out of the play, but this time it's picked up here, or not as the case is, by Nasser. Goes over the top of it, comes round onto it, is going to be Kelly. Faku Kelly. Kelly takes this one around the corner here now. Nearly shows too much of that one to Kaku, but Kaku just allows his man to come in and spoil the play. Does so, does Nasser, and the backhand comes in. Looks to pick it up, there's Kian, gets hooked off out of it by Kelly. Kelly comes forward once again, but he gets the play spoiled and taken away from him there by Yusuf. He leaves that one behind on this occasion. He's now picked up by Fede. A little bit scrappy, just a little bit tight, these players. The backhand comes in, ricochets off the pony. Who's first round onto this one? It is going to be Fede. Von Potowski. Potowski comes forward with the play. Ricochets once more off the pony. A little backhand there for Corti Moderna to pick it up. Corti. comes forward on it once again, opts to take it forward, goes up past two players here now, coming at pace, comes through the pack of players here, and they up, swaps onto the near side again, underneath the neck on the near side, he goes with this one here, and through towards the goal it is, and through the goals it is, for 2 goals it is now for BANGASH, taking the score, 2.5 goals to BANGASH. And the umpires are just calling for a quick change here, giving the players opportunity to quickly change ponies if they feel need to do so. The players leave the field of play to quickly change ponies before they come back out on the fields. BANGASH certainly come out in a bit of a hiss and a roar this first chukker. 2.5 goals it is so far, and 3:18 on the clock, so just over halfway through this chukker. And great drone shot there of the Ghantoot camp at the moment. So, and then back down now to the BANGASH camp with Nico back on board, not wasting any time, which is good to see. So BANGASH back on board, coming back towards the middle of the field, and we now have Kaku and Kiernan coming back on, just waiting for Yusuf to sort his knitting out and get back on the field. Players just warming these ponies up. I'm sure they'll be warmed up by the grooms, but just getting the feel of them themselves. I'm sure these guys will have had a couple of practices before and be fairly familiar with the horses, but first time on the field in a serious tournament. Kaku and Kiernan just dropped in the other day, as did Nico. Kelly based out here with Petolski for a number of years here in the UAE, and the ball gets bowled back into play, back to the line out. Coming off with this one here now is Kaku. Kaku checks up, drills that ball up forward, nice easy shot, sends it forward, trying to get that one up here now for his teammate, for Kiernan, and Kiernan just finishes that one beautifully. He's got a bit of pressure on him, had pressure on him there by Nico, but he kept control of the man and just managed to keep that ball nicely on his stick size. We see on the replay here, taking control of the man, keeping himself wide of that ball and managing just to pop it away through the goals, opening up the account here for Ghantoot. 1 goal it is to Ghantoot, but it's still 2.5 goals it is for BANGASH. So once more lining up again, changing ends. Looks at Vegas Evans for the Gash, but it's gap, but there's a bit of a mishmash in there. We used to crashing the line out, and coming onto it is going to be Yusuf. Flicks that one up forward, unsighted on it slightly, other players, but it is going to be Kaku once again. Ubiquitous comes onto this field, and we have Fedi having a nice little tassel there with Kiernan on the side. So keeping it friendly, of course, I hope and trust. And the backhand comes in there by Nasser, sends it back across. The backhand once again comes in by Kaku, gets stopped by Kelly, looking to come up onto this one here, but couldn't quite get onto it there. Well, it's Kiernan, we get a whistle on the play. And it looks like this one's going to get moved up to the halfway line. The white player of Ghantoot just infringing that line. And they've been very strict on that indeed, are these umpires out here this afternoon. It's very black and white. Believes there would have not been of any advantage to come from that, and just moves them straight up the field to the halfway. So we have a 5B here now in favour of BANGASH. Being teed up there by Nico. Quick little team chat between the guys there. And forward they go as players call for Nico. Two and a half BANGASH, 1 to Ghantoot here in chukker number 1 with 2 minutes left to play. Nico goes to the one-time play, lofts that ball straight over the top, looking there for Fede, but he's got a little bit too much on it, and out towards the left-hand side it goes. So Kakuraraja to bring it back in for Ghantoot here now. Kaku brings it up to his marker, gets up past him on that one there, sends it out here nicely now for Kieran, but he gets taken off out of the play, and we get a whistle on the play. It looks like Cordy's just had a bit of a knock in that ride-off there as they came together. Maybe we can get a bit more of a close-up there. Hopefully there's no clarity and he'll be able to carry on. But we do need the ambulance, please. Ambulance! Jaldi! Ambulance! So he's taken a bit of a knock in there. Maybe he's taken a bit of a stick to the face or something, or the horse's head has caught him as he's come in onto the play. He's already got himself established on that line. And as he got himself established on the line, the Ghantoot player came in onto him, thinking that he had the line as well. Into the ride-off, and he's just dismounted at the moment. The ambulance will just attend to him, and I'm sure do it. And we'll just have a quick replay here now and see if we can just see exactly what happened on that play. You see the ball got passed up here now. He comes up onto it, and I'm not quite sure exactly what he got hit by on it, but I think it was the horse that hit him more than anything. Kiernan looking to come into the ride-off. He thought that he had the line as he was coming up it, but clearly they'd just shown a little bit too much of that ball there to Nico, and Nico unfortunately not coming out of it the best, coming out a bit worse for wear. And so we'll just have a slight pause in play whilst they just quickly attend to it, and I'm sure he'll be back on shortly to continue the rest of this match. And it looks like we're going to go to a few adverts here and a few messages from our sponsors at Polo Line. We'll be back with you in a moment.
Whether it's your first time here or on a returning flight, we at BP are committed to creating a pleasant experience for you through our new COVID-19 screening process here in KLIA. As soon as you arrive, please proceed towards the BP Health Screening Lounge.
While you proceed to walk past a thermal scanner which scans all arriving passengers. Test our COVID-19 swab test online from your home country. Please proceed to the self-registration kiosk to process your e-vouchers. If you have not yet purchased the swab test, do not worry, as our friendly BP registration staff will assist you with the process.
After registering, take a seat and relax at a world-class design lounge while you wait for your COVID-19 swab test.
Our dedicated team of healthcare professionals will be there to support you through the entire process. Our screening facility is also equipped with a state-of-the-art on-site COVID-19 lab to ensure a quick turnaround time and the release of the test result.
And that's it.
Here at BP, we hope that you have a pleasant experience with us throughout this process. Till we meet again next time, from everyone here at BP, take care and stay safe.
Queremos agradecer gracias que este evento sea maravilloso. Queremos agradecer gracias que este evento sea maravilloso.
there whilst Nico got attended to by the ambulance, and it looked like he did actually get a mallet in the face. However, the umpires have discussed this, and Nico did come through and impede Kiernan initially, and then Kiernan sort of half appealing for the foul, a little bit of dangerous use of mallet. Caught Nico with his mallet as he was trying to attract the attention of the umpires. It looks like the players are all mounting back up again now. And I think we'll be starting with a throw-in, and 2 wrongs not making a right. But we certainly wish Nico all the best. As of course we know, this game of polo is not for the faint-hearted. And I'm sure there's no malice in that action at all. It was misfortune rather than anything else, but considered to be dangerous use of the mallet. As the rules say, you should not really be appealing for a foul. It is the umpire's decision, and they will make it finally. So a great example of where an impeded player would have received a penalty in favour of them. They've now lost it, and it's been not turned, but we have a throw in, negating the foul. So it looks like Nico's got himself mounted back up again and coming back out on the field here now. And a good bit of sportsmanship there between the two of them, just touching hands. I said no malice intended with that. Otherwise a much more severe case would have been against Kian. And the umpire's just explaining to the players, and they'll quickly line up and get this ball bowled back into play from the inside out. Here in chukker number 1, 2 minutes left to play, or 1:59 on the clock, 2 minutes basically left to play, with the score being 2.5 goals to BANGASH and 1 to Ghantoot. So the ball quickly back into play it is, and the ball into play. Fetty comes away with this one here, gets hooked off out of it. It's a bit of a melee, bit of a spinning and turning in that play, trying to get hold of that one there. It is Kelly. Kelly couldn't get hold of it, but Corty comes away with it here this time. Corty Moderna comes away, looking for something out of that one there. Backhand comes in by Kiernan. It's coming one way, then the other way, but this time it's going to be Nasser Al-Shamsi to come up onto the play. Nasser comes away with it, gets ricocheted off the pony, comes in, gets ridden off hard onto that one there. Good play there by Nico, scurrying back onto it here now. It is going to be Fede, comes in, gets hooked off out of it by Araja. Araja comes forward here now, makes a bit of space and time. A lovely driven shot up the field here now, looking for Nasser Al-Shamsi. Nasser and Kelly going back with it on here now. Nasser couldn't quite pick that one up cleanly, but it's now picked up by Yusuf. He sends it forward, but shows a little bit too much of that one there to Kelly. Kelly takes it forward, sends a nice open backhand out towards the side, but it is going to be Kiernan onto that one here first. Kiernan makes a turning play, gets hooked off out of that one there, comes in between the players, but continues to play as we have the ball comes forward, but Kaku just left that one behind, expecting Kiernan to keep going forward. It's going to be Corty back onto this one here now. Looks to make the big shot, couldn't quite do so, has to come back onto the play, does so, trying to get onto a little bit of something there has been Dismal, but it is, as is Nasser, but no, it's just flicked away from once again by Nico. Nico drives this one out into some open space, in some nice territory out there for Kiernan, but first onto it, the backhand comes in by Kiernan as Fede tries to come onto it, and it's going to be sent back here this time for Kelly. Here's the open call there from Nico. Nico couldn't quite reach back far enough to pick that one up, but it's going to be Yusuf. Yusuf comes up onto the play here now. Yusuf bin Dismal, and we get a whistle on the play. And that there will end Chukka number 1 with the score being 2.5 goals is to Bangash, 1 goal to Ghantoot. A little bit discombobulated there at the end, bit of confusion going on, a little bit rushed and panicking there. You see the players coming in onto it. It's a little bit scrappy, a little bit untidy, and I think we had a green player possibly caught in a little bit of no man's land with nowhere to go, and unfortunately just got caught in the flow of Polo. And Fede just reading down the rights to the umpires, and we get a second whistle on it there. Must keep the cool. And I think that has gone to Chukka, and I think that we will have a quick break here now, and the penalty will be in favour of Ghantoot. So now we'll just go to a quick few messages here from Polo Line. So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for Chukka number 2 here, the second match here today, and Kieran's just coming round up onto this play here now. Play hasn't been called. There was a little bit too much chit-chat again, and this one's now been moved up to a 30-yard penalty, a penalty 2. An undefended penalty in favour of Ghantoot, and it is going to be Kieran to come up to this. Pony a little unkind, but he comes under the neck with it, and it looks like it has trickled its way through. And there it is, the flags are off, so that takes a score now. 2 goals it is to Ghantoot, 2.5 to Bangash. So 2 teams will come back to the middle of the field here once again to get this underway with a roll-in. Cracking shot of the players with the drone, and the shadow's starting to get a little bit longer. And I think we should be all right here, but fortunately we do have floodlights on this field as and when necessary, so the ball in the play. First off out of this one here is Nasser Al-Shamsi. Nasser going forward, gets ridden off there by Moderna. Couldn't quite control that play, but slipping in behind is Araja. Araja coming forward, he gets hooked off out of it. The ball skews out towards the side, and it's going to be Pitowski to clean it up here now for Bangash. Pitowski comes in, flicks that one in underneath the neck of Yusuf bin Dismal, and unloads it this time on the near side. Coming out here is Corti Moderna. Corti up on the play here now. Corti, Pony, help him out there. Just goes over the top of that one there. Coming at pace through is Kelly. Cancelled out at that play there. Leaving the ball now for Kaku. Kaku comes up onto it. Araja settles down, waits for his teammates to come forward. Gets his pocket picked beautifully there by Faku Kelly. Kelly comes forward from the near side play. Didn't get the backhand he was looking for, but Moderna swoops onto that one nicely. Gets on to the play, controls it well. In comes Kinnan, try and put the pressure on, and the ball's left there behind. It's going to be Kaku Araja to come and tidy up once again. Comes through the pack of players, but he gets hooked off out of it in turn, and it's sent forward once again. Up now by Yusuf, but he gets that ball stolen once again, and the backhand comes in by Corti Moderna, and the ball out in towards the middle of the field here. Coming across the front of the play here now is Ryan, but as he did, instead taking that ball on that near side, tried to take the ball on his stick side, but that was in front of. We have the replay here on the drone. You can see Ryan was coming in onto that play, and unfortunately as he did, he infringed the right of way of Kiernan. Having still a little bit of chit-chat coming out of the Bangash camp. And we have Kaku Raja from the spot, penalty 5. Kaku goes with the one-time play, strikes that ball nicely, but it's a little bit low and a little bit wide out towards the left, and towards the left it goes, and out it goes over the back line. So, relief there for Bangash as the ball's placed on the back line here now for Nico to bring it back into play. Nico taps his ball forward. Comes forward with the play here now. Drives that one out in towards the middle field, looking there. Unfortunately, unsighted on the play there. Couldn't get onto it, could Ferry, but quickly up onto that one there. It's going to be Nasser. Comes in to intercept the play, goes forward with it once again. Here does Kiernan. Kiernan looking for a little bit of a space in there. Mallet's aloft and the ball goes through the goals, and through the goals it is. It looked like a few players were coming in between players. The umpires allowing a little bit of advantage to come forward from that. And we have another goal on the board there for Ghantoot, taking their score now. 3 goals it is to Ghantoot, 2.5 it is to Bangash. So 2 teams lining up once more. Ball gets bowled into play off the front of the line out. First through onto this one here is going to be Ryan. Ryan sends that one forward, but unfortunately for him it's only as far as Kaku Raja. And we have Kian looking after Fedi. Comes up in behind, looks to make a play once again, comes straightens himself up. There does Kaku Raja, sets sail up the field here now, reaches out a long way, sticks side, near side, stretches from one side to the other in front of Fedivon Potosky, and the ball goes up forward up onto this one here now, and it is going to be Kaku Raja underneath the neck towards the goal, and he finds goal beautifully, as reliable as ever. That is Marcos Kaku Raja. 4 goals it is now to Ghantoot, and you can see on the replay here now the way he sets sail out there. Does Kaku, finishes that one off beautifully, straight through the middle of the pylons it is. For goal number 4 on the board there, for Ghantoot. 4 goals it is to Ghantoot, 2.5 to Bangash. So the ball gets bowled back into play it is. Coming off with it here now. Kelly working for it, picking it up is going to be Nico. Nico comes away with it here now. Nico checks up. Here's the call. Does so. Couldn't unleash it. He's been well hassled there by Nasser. Nasser playing the ball underneath the ponies there. Manages to get away with that one there, but it comes up once more for Nasser Al-Shamsi. Nasser and Korti gets called off that one here. Fedivon Potosky comes in up onto the play. Leaves it now for Korti. Korti turns that ball away there for Kiernan, having to take the long way round the turn, but it is going to be Korti Moderna. Korti comes forward once again. Nico goes out in smoke and space, gets told to play it there by Fedi, who's in there behind, but he has Kaku with him all the time. Goes one way, goes the other way. Lovely stick work by this man. Great guy to watch if you want to improve and watch your riding. Super composed player indeed. The ball gets kicked up forward, gets another bite of the cherry there. As Gordon goes with the big driving shot in towards the goal it is, but it just goes wide to the right-hand side. To the right it is. And we'll have a quick break there, ladies and gentlemen, at 2:41 left on the clock. 4 goals it is to Ghantoot, 2.5 to Bangash. As the players leave the field to quickly go and change ponies, get themselves onto some fresh legs before coming back out again here in Chukka number 2. We're in the Ghantoot camp there, and we'll just quickly flick over and see how we're getting on down in the Bangash camp as they hop from horse to horse. So it's still all to play for out here, with Bangash starting off well. And Ghantoot certainly getting themselves back out here into the lead. The fire, the embers are starting to fire up once more for Ghantoot. So down at the Ghantoot end. Back out onto the field first with the ball placed there on the back line for Kaku Raja to bring it back into play. So the players back out on the field. Players call for Kaku Raja's Ghantoot to bring back into play once again. Keeps the ball, tapping it forward. You see Kiernan making a duck and a dart. Goes out towards the side here now. Going for him there is Kelly. Comes straight up with it here now, so you can pick that one up. Kiernan manages to intercept that play. Comes away with it here now. Couldn't quite get hold of that one clearly, but it's going to be Nasser. Tries to come back onto it, but he can't get onto that one there. It's a bit far off him, but Kelly comes round. Watch him come round. Beautifully came round on that pony there. Backhand comes in there by Nasser, but first up onto this one here is going to be Nico. One time. Here's a call. Beautiful neck shot there. Up there for Petovsky. Petovsky comes up onto this one here, and we get a whistle on that play. Clear as light. Clear as day. Nico. Neck shot. Straight up the field there for Fedivon Petovsky. And you can just see here from the different angles here now on the replay as it comes in, and unfortunately somewhat optimistically there from Yusuf, thinking he can get up onto that play. Again, you see that lovely neck shot there by Nico, putting Fedi clearly on the line, and a little over exuberance there by Yusuf. And leaving a penalty 2 in favour of Bangash, an opportunity to get back within half a goal of Ghantoot. It's an undefended goal. And it looks like Ryan's going to be taking this one here. Little instruction from Fede. Taking a few lessons with the Sultan of Swing, the one and only Mr. John Horswell. So there we go, comes up to this one, beautifully composed and puts it through like a pro, does Ryan. A great goal there for Ryan Al-Ajaji. Taking the score now, 3.5 goals is to Bangash, 4 goals to Ghantoot within half a goal. With just under 2 minutes left to play here in Chaka number 2. So 2 teams will line up. Chini. Not much of a gap. The ball skews off out there. Coming away with it is Nasser. Nasser Al-Shamsi going goalward bound here now. He's out there in front. Looks over his shoulder to see what pressure's on him. Comes forward once again. Keeps his ball tapping forward. Nice play there with it being kept off out of it. And the ball just gets finished off there, I think, by Kiernan. They were all over him by the end of it. And he scored a beautiful goal there. Great work there by Nasser Al-Shamsi. Finished by Kiernan Hall. Taking the score now, 5 goals. You see Nasser out there in front. Puts it in towards the goal, a little bit of a backhand, but the ball either carried on through or Kiernan finished it off, but it's regardless, it doesn't matter, but it's goal number 5 on the board, stretching the margin once again there for Ghantoot out in the lead, with it all to do for Bangash. So the 2 teams line up once more, ball gets ball back into play, out it comes, it's going to be Fedi. Sorry, it is Faku. Faku comes away with it here now, at least now for Yusuf. He couldn't get the backhand he was looking for, but quickly on the near side comes Kaku, as does Fedi, but it's picked up there by Kiernan. Kiernan comes away with it, away, avoids the write-off, gets a hooking play there, does. Faku comes from one side to the other very quickly indeed, pushes it forward there, does. Korti, he goes over the top of it, all over the top. It's now left for Fedi, spins round on that pony beautifully here now, goes with a driving shot, can't get onto that shot there because Kiernan's right underneath him, and it's sent up once more there by Nico. Nico sends it forward, but it's Kaku back first onto this one here now. We get a whistle on the play. And there's the first 2 ladies and gentlemen, and that there will end the Chaka. But let's go back to the replay, and we can see from the drone a beautiful shot. Great advantage of being able to see this from the drone. You just see that you have one of the Ghantoot players pushing a green player onto Kaku. And therefore it's a dangerous play, pushing him across the back of the horse's legs. We'll probably end up with a penalty here in favour of Bangash, and we have the score so far. 3.5 goals it is to Bangash, 5 goals to Ghantoot. And now we'll go to some adverts and from the sponsors of Polo Line. And back with you shortly.
Hello and welcome to Malaysia. Whether it's your first time here or on a returning flight, we at BP are committed to creating a pleasant experience for you through our new COVID-19 screening process here in KLIA. As soon as you arrive, please proceed towards the BP Health Screening Lounge.
While you proceed to walk past a thermal scanner which scans all arriving passengers. Test our COVID-19 swab test online from your home country. Please proceed to the self-registration kiosk to process your e-vouchers. If you have not yet purchased the swab test, do not worry, as our friendly BP registration staff will assist you with the process.
After registering, take a seat and relax at a world-class design lounge while you wait for your COVID-19 swab test.
Our dedicated team of healthcare professionals will be there to support you through the entire process. Our screening facility is also equipped with a state-of-the-art on-site COVID-19 lab to ensure a quick turnaround time and the release of the test result.
And that's it.
Here at BP, we hope that you have a pleasant experience with us throughout this process. Till we meet again next time, from everyone here at BP, take care and stay safe.
So here you can see a great view of the on Polo line of the foul. You see him going forward, the white player just pushing the green player across the back of the horse's legs. Considered to be quite dangerous there indeed, and onto the following players in behind. And we all know what it's like if a horse catches the back legs of a horse. You can go down very quickly, similar to that for those who follow rugby as a tap tackle. So literally one more stride and down you go. So it's potentially very dangerous indeed. And it looks like we'll be starting off here now with a penalty in favour of BANGASH from the 40-yard line, a penalty 3. And of course, just a little background on the players. We have Ryan, of course, who just started playing in 2020. He won the Sultan bin Zayed Cup in January this year with Khalid Al Omran. Kian Hall played with the Wolves last year, back here again. Kaku and Nasser won the Gold Cup last year and the President's Cup earlier on this year here at Ghantoot. They went up on the raid to Habtor and managed to beat and take away the title from the UAE. And of course, the man who's joining BANGASH here this time is Nicholas Corti Moderna, known as Chulu. He won the DeVille Cup this year. Great player, and good to see him back here now as he walks up to this 40-yard penalty. Opens the shoulder, drives that one absolutely beautifully, clean over the top. You don't get them better than that. And there it is, Chula putting another one on the board there for BANGASH. Taking the score now back to within half a goal. 4.5 goals it is now to BANGASH. 5 goals to Ghantoot. So the ball gets bowled back into play, in through the line out it comes. First onto this one here, it's going to be Kaku, couldn't quite pick that one up. And it's sent up further forward here now by Kiernan to get that one up for Kaku, but coming onto it is going to be Fede. Fede comes in, takes the hook, giving Kaku the time to get round. They both get caught up in their mallets, can't get onto that. One good Nasser, but it's going to be Fede. Fede tries to straighten up onto this one here, but first straightened up onto it was Kiernan, sends the backhand, tries to get onto it there, does Nasser. He gets his pocket picked beautifully there by Chulu. Chulu onto the play, checks up, looks to come back inside, controls the play. Great play. This all comes from great horsemanship there from Nico. Sends the ball up here now for Ryan. Ryan comes up over the halfway line, sets sail, looks over his shoulder to see where his opposition players are. Comes under neck with this one here. A lovely centering shot there by Ryan. Comes back up onto it once more, looking to finish it off sensibly. Comes in with a half swing, and that'll make his day. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. Great goal there for Ryan Al-Ajaji. And BANGASH taking them into the lead here now. 5.5 goals it is to BANGASH. 5 goals to Ghantoot. So back into the line out it is, looking for the play, coming away with Kaku. Kaku comes sweeping around the players here now. Kaku meaning business. Kaku going forward. Fede coming to look the pressure on. Goes with the driving shot from a distance here. Realised you probably couldn't get past Fede, and it just goes wide towards the left-hand side. Good pressure there by Fede von Potocki. And a shot there of Chulu, of Nico Medina. Brings it back into play for Bangash. Comes under the neck, trying to get that one up once again there. Fedek swoops back onto this one here again. Good driving shot by him, looking to set that sail there for Ryan. Ryan looks to come up onto this one here, does so in front of Nasser, couldn't quite pick it up, but it's now left for Kaku. You see him just checking up beautifully there. Kaku with Fedek, goes over the top of it, but he has Nasser to come and pick it up. Trying to get onto that one there was Kiernan, thought he saw a new line, but the umpires agreed differently, and in favour, I think that'll fall for Bangash and Butowski. Let's see this on the replay once again. You see Kaku up onto that play, just lose it slightly, the ball comes away, the ball's still got a line onto it. Oh, let's see what the umpires say. Oh, and the umpires have decided that that is a penalty in favour of Bangash. But you make your own decision from the drone on that one there, ladies and gentlemen. So Lady Luck shining there on Bangash as the ball's placed down here now for a penalty being taken by Ryan from the 30-yard line. Comes into it once more, but that'll do. Thank you very much indeed, he says. That's his third goal of the day for Ryan out here this afternoon for the Bangash team, taking them up once more. 6.5 goals it is to Bangash, 5 goals to Ghantoot. So the two teams lining up once more. Cesar bowls that ball into play. Off comes Nasser, gets called off. Swing by Kiernan, finishes it off beautifully there, bringing Ghantoot back into it here now. 6 goals it is to Ghantoot, but it's still 6.5 by that skin of their teeth margin for Bangash here in chukker number 3 and 4 minutes left to play. There's a long way to go here yet, ladies and gentlemen. They're certainly starting to put some points on the board. Thick and fast, and good replay there of Kiernan's quick reaction and managing to finish that one off beautifully. So two teams lining up here now. Ball skews off out the line. First onto it is going to be Kaku. Sends the backhand. Sends it back, but it's only going to be as far as Nico. Nico comes in, plays reciprocates with a backhand out there for Pitowski. Pitowski goes to the one-time play under the neck, unleashing Ryan once more, and Ryan going forward with it. Kaku coming back, but Ryan manages to straighten this one up beautifully. He's a little bit wide of the goal. Hasn't got enough time and space to come with the next shot. Goes with the next shot, but unfortunately couldn't quite find the angle he was looking for. And out over the back line it goes, and we hear a whistle on the play for the players to quickly leave the field and change ponies. 3:19 left on the clock, halfway through this chukker. Chukker number 3. So Ryan was unleashed again. It was a nice, quite a nice approach shot, but it's still a little bit to the right-hand side of the goals, and just left himself just too much of an angle to put it away. But great attempt there by Ryan. It's all about being in the right place at the right time to be able to have these opportunities. And now we are there once again in the Ghantoot line as they quickly change up, as Bangash are doing so down in their pony lines as well. Six and a half to Bangash, 6 to Ghantoot. Ghantoot managed to get a bit of control of this game in the second chukker, but certainly the third chukker has been going more Bangash way. Another great drone shot of this, the number 2 field here at Ghantoot, set in 300 hectares. With the breeding program, the ability to mount 2 teams. There was an Arab breeding program down here as well. And the site of the old racing club as well. So Bangash all mounted up, coming back onto the field. Bit of a team chat as they come back onto the field to get this chukker, number 3, back underway once more. So Kakuraja comes back into play here now. For Ghantoot, brings it up behind Fetty, drives his form forward. Doesn't quite get as much as would have liked onto that one there. They've just gone a little bit too far forward on him. And the backhand comes in by Fetty, looking to set up Chulu. Chulu, that ball gets intercepted here now by Kaku once again. Kaku picks it up, comes forward. Kelly just having to scurry off out of the way there because he was impeding that play, giving Kaku plenty of space and time just to tap this ball up the field here now. Going deep onto that one there. Ricochets off a player on that there, but it comes off here now for Kelly, and we get a whistle on the play, as Nasser Al-Shamsi just caught that one cleanly in the back, I think it would be, and it certainly smarts. He's not a happy teddy bear with that one there. We get a bit of a replay there, so we can certainly see it with Kakuraja leaning into this one here nicely now, and as he does, comes off the back there of Nasser. And there's not a lot of him to absorb that blow. That certainly does smart when you've got a ball moving at that pace. Polo ball weighing about 180, 190 grams of expanded plastic and can move at about 100 miles an hour. Not sure he quite had 100 on it that time, but it certainly does smart, and he'll have a welt on his back after that. So we'll start off with the rolling, and Nasser just sucking that one up there, getting his breath back again. So the ball's going to get dropped down because the team in possession of the play at the time was Bangash. It's be Faku to bring it back in, who's in possession of the play. Drills that one up here now for Ryan, who passes that up there for Nasser, who plays the backhand, ricochets off the pony and gets picked up here by Kaku once again. Kaku comes forward, just short of the halfway line. Up to the halfway line, he comes on this here now. Araja checks up to see where his teammates are. They've all gone forward, gets a lovely driving ball up forward here now, looking to get that one up. Once again, comes with a big neck shot, couldn't get the neck shot in front of Petovsky, and we get a whistle on the play. Little optimistic there in that play. Trying to sneak in front of Fedivon Petovsky, but the umpire's not having a bar of it. We can see on the replay here, he comes in onto that one there, and it was clearly Fedivon Petovsky's line, so we'll have the ball placed down here now for a spot penalty, a penalty 5 in favour of Bangash. Or Chulo to bring back into play. Chulo drives that one out there, linking well with Petovsky. Petovsky, for first time play, drives his ball up the field, wanting to run, wanting to get on the move here, going back to it, and there is Kaku. Comes in field with that one a little bit there, tries to come onto it, does come onto it once again in front of Kaku. Kaku looking for something, but nothing being given as Fetty marches forward up with the play. He goes over the top of this one there, couldn't pick it up on the near side, could Kelly, but it's left once again for Kaku to settle things down and turn the play once more. He's got two boys out there in front of him. Chulo's looking a little bit lonely. He waits, he checks up, he comes inside, he leaves that one behind. He couldn't pick it up cleanly, could Nasser, but they all over the top of it, apart from Kaku, who drills it up forward here this time. Lost a little bit of momentum in that play, allowing Chulo to get back onto it. Nice near side backhand, solid as ever. Flicked up, works well there with Petovsky. Petovsky on the boards, plays with the backhand, didn't get as much onto as he could have quite liked, but it falls there for Chulo. Chulo picks this ball up here now with Kaku, who then picks it up in turn. Is Petovsky playing a bit of tennis with it, avoids the hook and drills that one up forward there for Ryan. Ryan coming forward up onto the play here now, needs to let the pony run and get going onto this one, because Nasser Al-Shamsi's coming back at him hard, and Nasser will come with that hooking play and gets the hook in, leaving the ball there. Can't get onto it, but it's going to be that near side reverse shot there by Petovsky. It gets flicked off the goal line there by Kakuraja. Once again, saving it for Ghantoot. Sends his ball up forward, but only as far as Chulu. Sends a good strong backhand. Reciprocates, sends it back once more. There's a swarm of green shirts back onto that ball. Stick and ball time here now for Ryan, and he just does so and says, thank you very much indeed. We'll do that nicely, and through the goal it goes for goal number 7 on the ball for Bangash. Taking the score now, 7.5 it is to Bangash, 6 to Ghantoot. Lovely backhand there. They all got caught on the hop, and that there will end Chucker number 3, with Ryan just scoring his 4th goal of the day. The teams go back to the camp, go and change ponies, and we'll see the score there up on screen. 7.5 it is Bangash, 6 to Ghantoot. And we'll go to a few adverts and messages from our sponsors here at Polo Line. And here we go, that super backhand there by Chulu. Sends it there. Ghantoot caught on the hop on the offence, giving Ryan that opportunity just to pop that one away. And the two teams here now lined up here to get chucker number 4 underway. Which way is this one going to be going, ladies and gentlemen? The ball comes out of the line out cleanly now for Kaku Raja. Kaku set sail down the field here now. Fetty goes back with him, but I know this pony that Kaku's on's got some legs and it can certainly run, but he does get hooked off out of that one there, and it's now left here for Kiernan. Kiernan comes in and it just goes wide. He couldn't finish it off. He takes a swing at that ball and we hear a little cry of anguish there from Kiernan. Hardly surprising, the ball just sitting there, needed that goal to get themselves back out into the lead again, but or get within level terms nearly. 2 goals to get back into the lead. That one would have certainly helped, but it is going to be Chula bringing it in once again. Goes under the neck with this. Not enough on that one there, leaving it now for Kiernan. Kiernan, enough time to get on. Yields off it, leaves it. Oh, and Kaku's made a Horlicks of that one there, leaving it. Lucky play there, and a good play there for Chulu. Fortuitous it is, and he comes forward with this play, looking to avoid that hook. Comes in onto it here now, does Nasser Al-Shamsi. Nasser comes forward with the play, opens up the backhand, didn't quite get as much as he wanted to. Well read there by Chulu as he comes in on the near side, but flicks off out towards the side for Kaku. Kaku on the play, straightens himself up towards the goal here now, does Kaku Raja. Kaku comes forward once again. He's wanting to make amends for that last attempt there, and he comes forward once more, and you see Chula has to come off out of that play, and he does so, and goes forward with the play, and through the goals it goes, making amends for the last play there does Kaku Raja. Taking the score now, 7 goals in this Ghantoot, 7.5 though still to Bangash. And on the replay here, you can see him going forward up onto that one there. Chula had no play at all, just having to leave that one for Faku to try and get the hook in. Got a bit of a hook on him, but unfortunately Kaku too strong and took that ball through the goals. 7 goals it is for Ghantoot, 7.5 to Bangash. So the ball, ball there, but back into play it is. Put my teeth in, and there it is. It's going to be Faku comes all the way with this play here now. He gets hooked off out of it, managed to keep possession. Meeting that one well though, reading it patiently was Kaku Raja. The man who seems to have all the space and time in the world goes off with that ball, sends it up forward here now, tries to get that for Yusuf, but he's shown too much of that there for Fede. Gets the backhand in, even under pressure there from Yusuf on the near side play. Did well, went on to his near side. Onto the near side, there comes Kiernan, gets stopped in the play, but quickly round onto it once more. It's going to be Kaku. Kaku comes forward up onto it here now, looking to put number 8 away. He's got the men on his near side here as he tries to straighten himself up. Now he goes towards goal here this time and does so, and keeps tapping that ball all the way through the goals, and through the goals it is. 8 goals it is out of Ghantoot, 7.5 to Bangash. You see on the drone there, he just had to sort of regain possession of this play once again. He made a bit of a Horlicks of that one there and had to go back and pick the ball up twice, but he managed to finish it off. Did Kaku Raja, never loses his cool. So the two teams bowl the ball into play. It is going to be Chula once again, avoids the hooks there, comes away with the ball on this occasion once again, checks up, comes back inside, straightens himself up towards the goal, open shoulder, drives that one up there. He even get that up to his teammate, but Kiernan comes in and scoops that one away out there for Kaku to come and cut into the play once again. It is Kiernan's pass up there for Kaku being marked well, sends his ball up and goes with a one-time driving shot, plenty on it, but he's just pushed it wide to the right, drifted out to the right-hand side it did. Lovely play there by Kaku Raja. Had no one up there. Pressure on him there by Podolski. There's another green man sitting, waiting deep, so he decided not to run it and give it a crack at goal, but it's 7.5 it is to Bangash, and an upside down 8 to Ghantoot, and the ball comes up forward up to the halfway line here now. Coming up onto it is going to be Faku. Faku comes forward, over the top, ridden off out of it, can't come onto it, Confetti, beats the man onto that one there, does Kiernan, can't come in, Confetti yields off it, leaves it now for Kaku. Kaku on the play, Kaku drills this one under the neck here this time. Well met there by Chulu. No, not quite as well met as you'd like. He met it, but didn't quite pick it up cleanly. It's picked up here. Couldn't pick it up there. Could Nasser as clean as he might like to have done so, but it's taken away by Chulu once again. Clearing away in front of the goal. Long reaching hook there by Yusuf. And again, avoiding these hooks. Getting well forward there is Chulu. Running this ball down the field here. It's bouncing. It's bobbling. He's over the top of it this time. Checks up on the play there. Does a Raja. Missed a time, comes forward, makes the turn, looking for something is Kelly, comes in, has to yield off, leaves it be. Nasser Shamsi looking for the ball, couldn't find it. It's going to be Kelly, flicks it forward on his near side, half ridden off out of it there by Shamsi. Shamsi gets caught up in the play, but it's now going to be Faku Kelly coming away once again. Kelly on the move towards the goal. Kelly avoids the hook, reaches a long way forward, says you can do it, I can do it, but it comes off the pony and ricochets out wide, and in comes Kaku and tries to clear it away, but in doing so it goes out over his back line. So that there will be a penalty 6, a corner in favour of Bangash, I believe, and we're just going to have a quick little break here whilst the players change ponies. You see Kiernan's already off his pony. Nasser just pointing something out to the umpires there, and I think Nasser has possibly got caught up in a play, but slightly barging through the play as well, so nothing has come of that one there, but we'll just quickly go for a quick change. And the ball's dropped down here now. Bangash quickly back onto the field with Nico. Teeing the ball up with Podolski. Opportunity for them to get back out into the lead again. Beautiful striker of the ball. So this time it's down the Bangash end. So they're first back onto the field. As the Ghantoot players mount themselves up. Still waiting for Kaku Raja to amble off the field and change. In fact, no, it looks like he's already changed and back on the field again. Just waiting for his teammates. So we'll have Ghantoot now retiring back to try to defend this. A corner at penalty 6. A 60 safety, whichever you want to call it. Where the ball is placed on the 60-yard line. Where the ball went out of play, no wider than 40 yards from the goal. So, players called. Polo just walking up to this one here now. Nice driving shot, it's high, but it looks like it's drifted wide, out towards the left it is. So the score remains the same. 8 goals is to Ghantoot, 7.5 to Bangash. So the ball's placed on the back line here now for Kaku to bring into play. looking to get this out of his half and down the other end as quickly as possible. Brings it up there behind Fetty. The players go up a long way, giving him a lot of pressure to get that ball up to them. They're just having to check up. They've overcooked that one a little bit. Tries to pick up on the near side, does National Shamsi. It's now left for Faku. Played a little blinder out here this afternoon as always. Has Faku Kelly for his handicap, and he leaves that one behind this time, but it's going to be Fetty to come away with the play. Fetty, the ball gets blocked there by Kieran, and it comes away with it. Faku once again sends it forward, but it's only as far as Araja. Araja, plenty of space and time in this here now. Sends this ball up the field, gets half cut out the play there by Chulu. Cuts the ball out of the air, makes a turning play there with the pressure on. Turns back inside. Kaku just has to yield off him on that one there. It's green play. Can't make the play there on that one there. Can Yusuf is just too tempted, and unfortunately we get a whistle on the play. And we can just see a beautiful replay here now with it. Actually, it might not have been. It might have been Nasser. And as you see, he's standing over the play. You see that Kaku just had to yield off that play, allowing the green play. No advantage coming from it as the white player from Ghantoot thought that he could make a play on the ball, but unfortunately the umpires were trying to play the advantage and nothing was gained. So therefore we have a penalty for a 60-yard penalty here now in favour of Bangash, but this time it's directly in front of the goals. And Chulu deciding to canter up onto this one. In fact, no, it is Fedivon Potowski. Fedivon Potowski on the play here now. Over shoulder, gets underneath that one beautifully, and it looks like it's just drifted to the left again. Something a bit magnetic about the left-hand side of that goalpost here this afternoon. And wide it goes, so there it is. The ball placed on the back line for Kaku Araja to bring back into play for Ghantoot once again. Kaku. Marked there by Fede, forcing him to make the play, does so, pushes it up forward here now, looking to feed Nasser. Nasser up onto this play here now. Nasser Al-Shamsi sets sail up the field in hot pursuit there. Good play there by Ryan, gets the hook in, backhand, didn't get as much as he would like to have done so on that, did Chulu, but it's now left here for Faku. Good backhand by him, sends it out towards the middle of the field, allowing Potowski to swoop onto the play here now, coming out into some open space. Looking for the hook there is Kiernan, but it is going to be Potowski. Yields off it, leaves him now for Kaku. Sends his ball in towards the middle of the field. Kaku keeping Potowski wide off out of that play. Ryan just spoiling that play for them, but it is going to be Kiernan to tidy up once again here now for Ghantoot. Pony just hopping and bouncing on him a little bit there, make it slightly awkward, but the play allows the players just to go up past this time. Drives that ball up forward, sends it forward now, trying to get that one up for his teammate, but it is going to be Faku who cleans it up, takes it away, gets hooked off out of it, but it's Chulu onto it here now, turns back into the line of the play, but it is going to be Chulu. There goes the first two, ladies and gentlemen, and that there will end the match, ladies and gentlemen, and the score is 8 goals to Ghantoot, 7.5 to Bangash. A good closely fought game there, ladies and gentlemen. We'll come back with the stats in a moment to see the progression of the game. But they certainly tried to get control of it. It bounced backwards and forwards in the primary chukkers. And then Bangash had a strong third, and a fourth it looked like it was strong for Ghantoot. So the teams just congratulating each other, saying thank you very much indeed as the shadows start to get a bit long here at Ghantoot after the first day of play here in the Emirates Polo Championship International 2021. We'd like to thank our sponsors, of course, the governing partner, the Abu Dhabi Sports Council, the Emirates Polo Association, Capex.com, Yasmall, and of course, Ghantoot Equestrian Supplies. I just said it probably. So we have the progression with a great drone shot of Ghantoot here. You see in the first chukker, Bangash came out strong. 2.5 goals. They went up by 2 goals in the went up by 1.5 goals in the end of the first chukker. Ghantoot just the one, but Ghantoot had a very strong second chukker with 4 goals, only to the 1 of Bangash. And then when we have the third chukker was 7.5 to BANGASH and 6 to Ghantoot. They got themselves back into it, had a very strong third chukker. But in that fourth chukker, unfortunately, BANGASH unable to convert any of their penalty opportunities or field goal opportunities. But Ghantoot managing to get 2 goals up in the last chukker, making the final score 7.5 goals to BANGASH, 8 goals to Ghantoot. We'll just quickly slip through to the best goals here now. From this, first of all, playing on one side, then the other side there was Chulu. Playing well, good quick reaction from one side of the horse to the other and finishing off on the near side. And coming up here now is great pass by Araja up there for Kiernan to manage to finish that one off, which he would be very happy with indeed.
Test,
and once
test.
more you see coming through here Kiernan on that play. This time just taps it away through the goals, finish that one off beautifully underneath, the neck he goes with that. And this one here from I believe it will be Kaku. Kaku coming forward, gives himself space and time, drills that one right through the middle of the goals. Beautiful goal there by Kaku Raj. So that's 2 apiece there, nicely done by Ghantoot. And see Kaku coming forward once again. The ball comes forward, a little bit of a backhand, couldn't quite get the backhand. It looks like it did actually carry on forward there for Kaku Raja. And then this one here, of course, Ryan finishing that one off beautifully. What a great day Ryan's had here this afternoon, scoring 4 goals, I believe. And then once again, coming up onto this one here now. Quick reaction there by Kiernan as the ball just popped out in front of him. As Kaku got hooked off out of it, and he just quick reaction, picks the ball up and then finishes it off beautifully. And then we come forward up onto it here now. The backhand came in, beautiful backhand by Chulu, catching Ghantoot on the hop, who are progressing forward, no one at the back door. And Ryan says, thank you very much indeed. Another great goal for him. And it is the last goal here of these here now. Well, once again, it's Kaku Raja putting another one through. Mr. Cool himself. And we're back to the drone here now, ladies and gentlemen, with a magnificent view of this incredible place, Ghantoot Racing and Polo Club. Just over the border from Dubai in Abu Dhabi here in the United Arab Emirates. As the shadows get long, it starts to get a little bit chillier. We have nicely some 30 degrees during the day.
Well, it's always nice to be back here at
Ghantoot. MVP.
After a long time in England and Argentina, we are back. We are back for this tournament now in December, so earlier than last year. And it's good. It's good to be back. We enjoy here.
And what's it like playing with Kian Hall?
With Kian, we played in England 1 or 2 tournaments, and he's probably one of the best teammates you can get. He fights for every ball. He fights for every man. It's much better to have him in your team than against you. So we are enjoying. It's our first tournament together, but we are enjoying.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Back to Adam.
Thank you.
So thank you very much indeed, and congratulations to Kaku Raja on that one there. And we'd like to thank you all, ladies and gentlemen, for watching here this afternoon. And a quick thanks once again to CAPEX, to Abu Dhabi Sports Council, and the EPA, and of course Ghantoot, and Ghantoot Equestrian Supplies, and Yasmore for their sponsorship of this tournament. And we look forward to seeing you here on Friday for our next 2 matches, starting at 2:30 and at 4 o'clock at Ghantoot Racing Polo Club. So from me, Adam Snowden and Polo Line, good night and thank you very much, and we look forward to seeing you on Friday.